What? Hey everyone, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm so excited because I'll be checking out with y'all H1-KEY's brand new song and music video titled Rose Blossom, also known as 사이에 피어난 장미. Sorry if I butchered the pronunciation, still in the learning phase as you can tell, coming into the new year of 2023. Now, speaking of new year and H1-KEY, the fact that they're not only coming through with Rose Blossom here, but with their first mini album, and thanks to Nugu Promoter for letting us know more about the track listing, the likes of Wooju Sonya's XE taking part and writing and composing one of their B-sides, the likes of H1-KEY from Day 6 taking part and writing Rose Blossom. Like, come on. And even a featuring that I'm gonna be interested in once we dive into their mini album, because let's be real here everyone, H1-KEY just keeps on topping themselves ever since Athletic Girl days. I feel like Run last summer was the perfect summary song that really helped brighten my day, and I'm pretty sure you guys as well. So I'm sure H1-KEY is gonna somehow really match that kind of quality from Run, but take a whole different approach and possibly top themselves simply based on the teasers that I saw. This concept is very interesting to me, and I feel like there's more to the surface to it. So with that being said, let's just dive into this music video now. Alright, so I brought it up here. 사이에 피어난 장미, also known as Rose Blossom by H1-KEY. I got the English captions on and all, but let's go. Wow, the first couple of seconds here really got my attention with the starting scene here. Ooh. Wait, right away in verse 1? Or is this the chorus right away? Wow! This is something that we don't get often these days. I've been through worse. Wow. I'm a rose among the concrete. Oh, the sincerity. I would say the honesty, right? In the chorus is everything. Yell. I can hate, but nothing will change. Wow, I love the synth string work. Especially like the trap percussion added in the mix too. Like, it adds a little bit more flair to it, yet overall this song is very melancholy, steady pace tempo to it. Ooh. The layers and the vocal work. These chords on the organ, though. Wow. The butterfly. Oh my goodness, this rap out outro to the music video. What? I'm growing up, I'ma be alright, and then prior to that, keep it up. High key. Where are the tissues? Okay, give me a second, y'all. There is quite a bit of, I wouldn't say a bit, there's a lot to process and to speak upon this beautiful release by High Key. Can we just appreciate how the song is very straightforward, is meaningful, but also it is very simple yet effective. Now, I feel like people time and time again confuse simple, simplistic versus boring. Two different meanings, all right? And we often look for what's common these days is very fun and upbeat songs, right? Or we're looking for a mind-blowing concept, out of this world, colorful, you know, very intricate kind of music video with cool choreo attached to it. Now, what separates that differently with High Key's release with Rose Blossom here? It's simple and effective. It's not like one may debate that, okay, they went for an all-out release and spread the budget like this and the music video didn't get as much love. But I think the intentions of this is to connect to the lyricism that is being put upon this song, and you gotta give where credit is due. H1-KEY from Day 6, as I mentioned earlier, being a part of this song, and as some of us may already know, H1-KEY has came through with a lot of incredible works and lyrics in the past before, and I'm gonna have to find out after the second watch and listen, who else took part in this. If I recall correctly, I saw some other names when I saw the track listing initially, but Rose Blossom took me back to the 21 days. Okay, I know some of us that grew up with 21, not as a big fan of 21, right? For me, it was, I messed with some of their songs here and there, but especially their B-sides here and there. And those who are familiar with 21's kind of niche and their own kind of signature sound, this, if you put this song on an early days 21 album, this would be considered a B-side. That's the matter of like quality I'm talking about right here, straight up with it. I just how it kicks off with these synthesizers and how the overall song throughout all of the sections are very emotive on this sort of like mid-tempo pacing to the song with a mixture of trap percussion and trap beats in the works. Like, sure, it shows that contrast, but I think that contrast really resembles the melancholy feel that I got, and I'm sure you guys got as well in Rose Blossom, right? The feeling of growing up, but yet simply like a rose, you got thorns, you got imperfections and all. That's where, of course, Le Seraphim tackled was it with impurities and all, and being confident. This is more so tackling a different side of that of moving on and growing up and pushing on forward, even though we have these kind of thorns, you know what I'm saying, on us. And just how the chorus hits, well, even prior to that, the initial drop of verse 1 caught my attention, and I think that's due to slightly with the cinematic intro, right? In all seriousness, for how this sort of kind of storytelling that played out with all of the members. And amidst that, we got even a little bit of showcase of the choreo too, so we got like a little bit of everything. But most importantly, what's in the forefront is the message in the song that I'm gonna have to point out, probably line by line, and certain lines that really stood out to me. But that like background vocal layering and flourishing kind of moments, that's sort of like this does this back and forth kind of motion. Wow, it got me in the feels, especially later on when that organ work played out. Am I right? Like straight chills, right? Straight chills. The sections may seem repetitive and prolonged, but I feel like it's just the right amount, with different kind of nuances and subtleties within the sections. From the beginning compared to nearing the end of the song, it's slightly different if you guys hear it through, and I'm sure I'll be able to hear it through on this second watch and listen. But the arrangement to the song also included that. The vocal arrangement is just so satisfying. It's not like the satisfying that I've been talking about, the likes of Triple S and their latest and first subunit, of course, or even the likes of New Jeans. They take different genres and influences, and the early 90s and all that stuff. But this definitely got me reminiscent of like 21 B-side tracks. I wouldn't necessarily say title tracks, because their title tracks carry more of a kind of range, you know what I'm saying. But this kind of feeling that we get in the chorus of resolution and sincerity and honesty is something special, of like showcasing and sharing that kind of vulnerability that many of us may be able to relate to on that kind of sentiment, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to point it out when we dive back into it here right now. So let's just do that right away, everyone. Let's just do that. Wow, what a song. This is literally, I gotta give this a 10 out of 10. Listen, I gotta give this a 10 out of 10. Like, sure, one may argue, like I said, about the music video, but if you notice about this starting scene, and just from an editor standpoint of how I edit videos on my own time for fun, the color grading, the approach with the shots in this music video, I don't talk about this stuff often on the channel, but there's a lot to admire here. The Foley work, like the sound of the rain, the crackling of the fire, like if it was just truly the raw sound of the crackling fire, or they got it from some sort of stock list to put it on this with the Foleying kind of work, is the type of work that you tend to see in big shot music videos, or even, of course, obviously movies, the matter of fact. So the Foleying work was cool here. And I feel like the throwing of the bunny, like some of us may have grown with stuffies, or pretty much all of us, or had that one toy that really stuck out to us. And I feel like that's very symbolic of like the quote-unquote easy times, not having the days where we didn't have to worry about anything. Man, this makes me want to just pull out a full like analytical video after this about this release, because it's just that good. How symbolic, right? The acting, the lyricism, the music production to this song. 사이에 피어난 장미 제발 살아남아. This is Huiso, right? The newest member that I'm still familiarizing with. I told you, possibly, you know, the bias. So far, the bias record, some may know the bias do be Yell. Dive. See the intentions of these lyrics. Please be alive. Thrive and grow. Don't snap. A blanket of thorns. We hear a bit of that hi-hat work. Man, I love Yell's hair. So I just want to read past this because I'm just enjoying the song and appreciating the quality in this release overall. But by some, okay, so by some, the ugly flowers. Thank you for standing strong. By some, the ugly flowers are picked on and snapped off, and that's referring pretty much us ourselves. Sometimes we get picked on of how we look like, and we get treated a different way, whether, unfortunately, these days, discrimination, racism, or simply how we look, whether it's our noses, you know, all that stuff, and or simply bullied, you know. So just tackling that side is so truthful. Why exactly? So why can't you just let them be? This is proposing the question to those people as well at the same time. Why can't you just let them be? Just mind your own business. I've been through worse. I've been through the ringer. Hey, and then do sort of this like buzzer horn kind of sound you hear at sports games or whatever back in high school or whatever, and I feel like this is almost an anthem, like not necessarily production wise, but more so a shout out, an anthem to us all who've been there and done that, got picked on it, and unfortunately I've been in that gray space in unfortunate times. But also, this is for us. We are roses, you know, among the concrete, rose blossom, right? Seeing the connection that I'm trying to put here? Nice horn work. The trap beat and percussion work. Woo. I'll keep my head up, stand my ground until the very end. Persevere. We can do this together, right? Until they get drunk off my scent and smell. And, you know, as some of us may know, in some cultures, especially in Korea, about falling in love with one scent, right, is one thing, of course, but I feel like this is more so the case of resembling like flowers, roses, right? Oh, until they get drunk off my scent and smile, until they, you know, just get tired of me. Tackles the confident side as well.
내가 원해서 여기서 나왔냐고 원망해봐도 안 달라져 하나도 지나고 돌아보면 앞만 보던 내가 보여 그때 잘 견뎌냈다고 생각 안에 그냥 날 믿었다고 겉은 바람이 불어와 내 살을 배려해도 자꾸 벌레들이 나를.
It's just crazy how there's these subtleties in this song that like add even slight more depth to the song. Ever so slightly as the song progresses, it just gets better and better. It's whew. It's the intention of I've been through worser, so I could go through something like this again if it ever happens to me ever again. Oh, see what I'm saying? Oh, those background vocals add so much. These synth strings in the back ever so slightly. Dun 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 dun. See, it's almost like an anthem. Play those chords until this bleak city becomes filled with color. So I feel like almost maybe there is lore going on here, lore-wise. You notice how everything's not filled with color. Everything's very stale, pale, boring, and all, and then they took like in this industrial site. But nearing the end of this music video, it seems like we're shown a pathway of them making the world blossom together as one, right? Yeah, right here. This door. This might be a stretch, but this could be also like resembling like oneself, right? Everyone is beautiful and special in their own way, but just like a butterfly, we have our own wings that will flourish. Oh, bring it back. Bum bum, bum bum, oh, bum bum, ay, bum bum, ay, bum bum. That synth string work. Keep it up, ay, 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 ay. Ten out of 10, 10 out of 10. What a masterpiece. I'm gonna have to check out who's working behind the scenes on this one with young K here before we wrap things up, obviously. And yeah, let's see if I could find it real quick here. Track listing, Rose Blossom. Wow, what a song. So we got Young K, of course, written by, oh my goodness, wait, Hong-ji sang, and I'm hovering over here, and it seems like, so Young K and Hong-ji sang, which is an in-house JYP producer, composer, and songwriter, worked hand in hand together on this one, and the list is evident. The likes of Zombie, a meaningful song, I Smile, another meaningful song, all these meaningful Day 6 songs. Lavender, you know, taking that more experimental side, better. The influences can be totally felt, and especially considering that he's worked with the likes of Wonder Girls back in the day. It makes so much sense. And even Let It by CL, one of my favorite songs by CL. I feel ya on that. Love Me or Leave Me by Weekly's Monday and Jang Hyun Sung. I'm mind blown. Listen, guys, when I hear a melancholy song, I'm such a sucker for. But how this song is meaningful, it has a crazy kind of arrangement and vocal arrangement to a way that it truly sticks and has this sort of storytelling kind of novelty hook to the song. And the vocal layering and the good intentions of this song, that's very encouraging, but it reminds us to really strive on and push on in life, is super meaningful, especially as someone who's been in that position of being bullied in my life. So quite admittedly, I would like to thank H1-KEY, Young K, and Hong-ji sang for all of this, and the people behind the scenes that shot this music video. I just have so much appreciation and gratitude for this release, and this definitely took me by surprise, just a way to kick off this new year. But be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much. Just warms my heart connecting with y'all about H1-KEY in the comment section down below. In regards to Gongwoo, Saie, Pianan, Jangmi, Rose Blossom, gotta give it to them as always. Have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon wherever you are. Let me know your thoughts. This has been Garrison, and peace.